What's up, Abysmal Shadows here. We are back with more of the Outer Worlds. Hope y'all are enjoying. If so, like and share the content. Helps us grow. Smash the like button. Let's get into this. We're gonna get through as much of the game as we can. We're getting close to the end of this one. But with that said, let's go. Sorry if you heard a little bit of noises, but here we go. Looks like we're going to Terra.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Alright, let's go to Xantia. We're getting pretty close to the end of this game. I'm enjoying it. And I'm not going to be able to stream as often because I'm going back to school. I did a bunch of homework today. So we got done early so we could stream. I do want to do another long stream of a Resident Evil game though, at some point. So we will be doing that. Because it seems like you really enjoy the Resident Evil videos. And I do want to eventually do a long stream with the mods. Alright. To the Xantia. Who is you?
Shh. The Phoenix.
We're just gonna click through all this as fast as we can, really.
The other.
That's the only thing I don't like about these games is the long dialogues that are kind of unnecessary. Like, it's nice to have a long story like that, but you know, I would like to play the game, not read it. If I wanted to read a book, I'd go read a book. You guys look fantastic. Alright, Professor Derbs. Oh, it's a whole city. This is kind of cool.
Yeah, you. Want to be famous?
Nah, I don't want to be famous. Or maybe I do. Okay, we're going up here. This place is fancy. Unlike Monarch. How do we get over there?
Always loved that stuff.
Ooh.
You with the hips over here.
I'm good. Ooh, break a leg. How do we get over there? Okay, I see. Stairs.
The other.
Alright, let's get rid of this Non-stop talking.
And a powerful
You-
Oh. Oh, you definitely... I really shouldn't... You know, that's a... I don't...
Oh yeah. All right. Let's go talk to him.
I just need to sit down.
Oh, whoops. My bad. Well, alcohol poisoning's a thing.
Citizens, today marks a monumentous occasion in the course of Halcyon history.
I'm gonna have to find another way.
Examination of our budgets, revenue streams, and predictive models, we are publishing our yearly success report.
This is where those who fancy themselves the best and brightest of our society live. Trespass.
This property is off limits. This ultimatum brought to you by That's funny. The minister isn't expecting visitors. Minister Clark's a private man. There's nothing to see.
You know, that
I have...
Well, that's crazy. Guess we're gonna have to find another way in.
I'm on my legally allotted break.
The Violet Vodka. Rizzo Spectrum. Alright, here goes nothing. So, how are we gonna get in there? Bro, let's talk.
As you were.
Fine.
I'm afraid I can't help you at the moment. Have a prosperous day.
Burning the midnight oil. Welcome to... Here's your...
Aha! Now I got the package. The package has arrived. What a long loading screen. Okay, we're gonna go this way. Let's go offer him a package.
There's nothing to see here. Yeah? Let's see it. Looks like you're paying. All right.
Alright. Guess we can go in now. The things you gotta do to see the fancy man. Okay, this is a nice palace. I love how they just let me barge in with a shotgun.
How did you get in here? You're not one of my guards.
Oh, my law. Captain, that's the minister! Mr. Clark!
Minister Clark, what a remarkable honor.
If this is about another Aetherwave clip or radio spot, you may kindly fuck off, as the parlance goes. I'm not doing any more. Drugs, of course. I don't have any drugs. You should try a vending machine.
He's got...
He's a
Whatever it is.
Captain.
Indeed. Why, this... We're just... Oh. There might... Wait, please. But they need... What? Put it... The earth... It's... How delightful. What is... What?
Alright, let's go on to the next mission. We are out of here. I guess we gotta go downstairs. This place is extra fancy. Okay, let's go.
Oh, there. That's one right there.
I kind of like this planet. It's pretty crazy.
The Acropolis District. What? Sure. Did I say restricted area?
Alright, we're allowed in now. That's pretty easy. Just make sure you got enough bits when you're going through these areas. Otherwise, you gotta take on a whole tactical team.
Just act like we belong.
Welcome to the official headquarters of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Board.
State your business.
Brought to
you by Auntie Cleo, a subsidiary of Colwick.
Please step away. Huh. I'll... Yes?
There we go. That was easy. Oh, we're supposed to go up there. Okay, I see. I totally dig this game, though. I like the space theme. Fallout, but space themed. Locked. We must have to talk to this fool.
Apologies for the wait. Will there be...
Are we allowed in yet? Okay.
Excuse me, just a moment.
One person gets all this space. Just...
Good afternoon. I'm Chairman Rockwell, and I'm here to address a serious issue facing us. As you all know, our colony has been successful beyond our wildest dreams. Unfortunately, we've recently discovered that our food supply will not be able to sustain Halcyon's population in the long term. Everyone will die. Everyone will slowly stop living from malnutrition. But we're doing it together, and that's what matters. I fucking swear, if someone doesn't give me something to read that will placate the masses soon, all of you will find yourselves violently unemployed. But I can assure you there's nothing to fear. We've got a solution. It's called the Lifetime Employment Program. We will freeze most of the colony to preserve resources, while the best and brightest of Byzantium continue living in prosperity. Look, you idiots! How many times do I have to tell you we can't say shit like that? Fire whoever wrote this! While Halcyon's brightest minds solve the problem of our nutritional shortage, the rest of the colony will be placed in suspended animation. Individuals will be revived on a rotating basis, so that every Halcyonite can be part of the important work of saving our colony. By testing paperweights. Sorry, couldn't resist. Let's go again. And someday, in the not-too-distant future when we've solved this crisis, we'll all be back together again working for the good of Halcyon. Until then, the board shall provide for the deserving just as it always has. So, obey your supervisors, take your vitamins, follow your corporate-mandated grooming rituals, and rest assured with the board on your side, there is nothing to worry about.
Okay then.
That was all a story, wasn't it? It's not real.
Well, that was some quite distressing information. Can we talk?
Alright, let's retrieve the drugs, if you will. They seem to be downstairs.
I beg your pardon. Minister Clark's former office is currently closed. I suppose that is admissible.
Alright, it looks like we gotta go back down. At least we didn't have to lie to bro. Onward we go. All right. Looks like we gotta go downstairs somehow. Maybe through here? Nope. Here?
Basically, if you don't work here, I don't know how you got. Like I said. And you're still not cleared.
We need to level up. Hold on. So we need to upgrade our Intimidate by 5. Unless... Okay, right now we're wearing this. I got our Persuade up to 70. So we need our Intimidate up by 5. So before we can finish this mission, we gotta level up. Because I don't feel like fighting a whole crew of people. It's just not gonna go well in this game. Okay, we will be back into this area. Hold on. Let's do a side quest. Hopefully this is enough to do the trick.
Impressive place Dr. Chartrand has.
So it looks like we gotta go downstairs somehow. That's sealed. Everything's sealed. Except for this room. Aha. Down we go.
After Cascadia,
That's far enough. What are you doing here? You're in my house. My what? Let's talk about this. Please. I think there's been a crucial misunderstanding. If you came looking for some elaborate scheme, it isn't here.
what are you doing, Doctor?
You can write me up in your report. I'm researching a new way to feed the colony. Then you know how desperate things. I believed that I could adapt humans. Not. I would. One of the.
I can certainly.
How'd you. The board. Once we can. We have. You could always shoot me. If I die, there's no one who can reproduce our work.
It seems like she's trying to help, Captain. Honest help. Ain't many in the colony doing that. We should let her try.
Everything I did was for the good of... The one on the wanted posters? They say he's an anarchist. A mad... I'll do it.
Doctor!
What choice do I have, Commander? For the last time... I need... For now, I had better pack...
Not so fast. Captain, what you just... Give me one reason... Wrong answer. Incoming!
Well, that didn't go well. Let's try that again. We pissed off the commander. Really? Let's try this one.
Are you free to talk?
Okay, let's try this again. But without blood. We don't need bloodshed. Okay, let's open up the area and go down there.
Plated too?
We're gonna let her do her honest work.
After Cascade.
That's far enough. You're in my...
What are you...
You can write me up in your report. It hardly matters. I'm researching a new way to feed the colony. I'm desperate. Once we can replicate...
You really think the board got our best?
We haven't made enough strides. You could always shoot me. If I die...
See?
You won't regret this. I'm still far from the... For now, I had...
Not so fast. Captain, what you just... Give me one...
You know what? Take some money.
That'll do, sucker. Now move along.
Our work here is done.
The board is our best and only chance at survival. People will learn to accept that.
Right, we're going back up. We spent too much money. Not trying to fight those guys, they're tough. Alright, let's go this way. Finish up this mission. Hopefully it levels us up. We just randomly keep getting money. I mean experience.
I'm afraid I can't come down anymore, my good man. I'd have to request a counter waiver.
That episode from a few weeks ago was supposed
Anti-Cleo's facial mask is
Down there, a new ship. Doesn't look like any of the corporate freighters.
machinery for 2 hours after application.
Okay, I gotta figure out how we go down there.
If I spit,
Okay, found it. Alright, let's get off this rock. Alright, let's go to the next place.
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.
Finish up our mission. And hopefully this levels us up. Alright, moving on.
Is it done?
Tech. Adam, you think maybe...
What is...
Alright. Off to the next task. Now we can finish up our mission.
CNP near maple syrup. It's near this complete breakfast.
Yep, this is our only mission left. We should be able to intimidate that guy so he lets us through.
Back for a rest? Space adventuring is tiring. We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain. Do return in one piece, Captain.
Alright, time to do this final mission.
can we talk?
Alright, let's head up. But first, there we go. Electrified it. I think we have a better assault rifle now. Hold on. I guess not. We're gonna do a couple things to this one. Last but not least. Alright, our guns are ready to go now. That was some mad lag. I don't know what I did to the game, but I definitely did something. Look at that lag. Ooh, that's a nice sight though. These guns look nice now.
Antique wheels, metal heads. Feeling a little off balance?
We got a gun for everything now. I think this is gonna be my favorite though.
I love Byzantium. Out with it, you wretched contraption!
How far is this zoom? Holy. I like that. All right, final task. Oh, over here.
Like I said. And you're still not... What? Oh no. You must be from Chairman Rockwell's office. I'm so sorry. Please, go on through.
All right, let's do it.
Nice.
I don't really want to steal stuff because then they'll come after me. Sealed. See, that's the thing with this game is they come after you if you steal too much stuff. You can't really sneak. Aha! Hopefully that does the trick. Down we go. Okay, here goes nothing. Crazy.
We've got a fight on our hands.
Well, it's barred. Okay, that worked out pretty well. They're still looking for us. All right, let's go back down.
Here they come.
Goodbye. Good luck, bros. I'm in. How do I get in? Ow. Okay, get me out of here. Aha! I may or may have not pissed it off. You know what? To heck with it. Come on down. To heck with this. There shouldn't be any more enemies. Alright, let's go ahead and check this out. Oh, whoops. My bad. Well, had to do what I had to do. I'll be taking that. Guess we're going up.
Captain, I was hoping for a word.
I think the bird is the word, my dude. Because I'm sort of lost. There it is. Hopefully they don't all attack me. If so, I got this.
Something you need?
Ah, we're good. Everything seems well. To Phineas. Oh, that's how you unequip the gun. All this time I've been running around with the gun.
So, how many times?
We did our part.
I tell you what.
Spacer's choice hard.
The dissidents actually
Real Try anti-clear. It's better than nature.
Bouncing Betties. Perfect. Okay.
Some crew members are causing a You have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
No one ever looks quite the same in person as they do in my reports. And my reports of you have been exceptionally thorough. You've had quite a career. You have something I want. I'd like to negotiate. Phineas Wells is wanted by the board. I want to convince you to turn him in to us. He has a litany of charges against him. Vandalism, illegal experimentation, sedition. I could go on. Wells is a dangerous madman. His plan is going to endanger everyone in Halcyon. He's an obsessive psychopath. And he's using you. You're in contact with Wells. I want you to send us a tracing signal from his communication terminal. Wells was our mistake. We failed to apprehend him for years. I'm asking you to help me correct. I'm sending you my access code. Contact me from Wells's terminal. When you're done, come speak to me in my office.
Adjutant Akande's call has been terminated. Will there be...
We got a few more planets to go, though. Alright, let's go talk to Phineas.
We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab. If you don't mind my saying, Captain, Minister Clark is lucky to have you on his side.
What do we got here?
Careful, that's my communications terminal. I've kept my myself busy in your absence, optimized my formula. All I need now is the dimethyl sulfoxide. What? Oh, yes, well, that's obvious. Anyone with 2 working labs can see this colony's slouch. Why do you think we've been doing all this? I revived you to help me save Halcyon from annihilation. Freeze all the workers? Why? So a gang of powdered toffs can carry on living in Byzantium? You call that a plan? I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve it by freezing the rest of it? That's not a plan. That's a goddamn escape clause. That makes 2 things we don't have. Time and chemicals to revive the other side. None of this was supposed to happen. I was supposed to revive the Hope's colonists. We were supposed to have enough time to solve the problem before... Human test subjects? Oh, that's grotesque. That's unthinkable. That's exactly what I'd expect out of the board. Thank you. Those poor... You say the board's trying to freeze their subjects over and over again without inflicting permanent... I'll tell you this much. The board scientists are hopelessly lost. We're out of time. The board... We... Must... Yes.
I don't...
Excellent.
And that...
Yes. You... Once you... I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems. The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers. The board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving. You absolutely should. The adjutant... Certainly. It wouldn't surprise me. Skip... That is... unlikely. The
Well, we got that under control. Let's see here. Let's get this up by 3. That up by 4. There we go. Let's get out of here. I'm not giving them the signal. It sounds like he's actually trying to save people. But we'll see. Maybe he is using us. All right.
Captain,
We're going to the Hope.
we have arrived at the Hope. I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator. You'll have to connect me to the Hope's... If your calculations are even slightly off, you could crash the entire colony or the sun. You'll have... Also... Forgetfulness. I need you. You'll have to...
Whatever. All right, let's go.
There's something weighing on my mind.
Yeah. Who cares?
Power's out, Captain.
In we go.
We got trouble.
What is going on?
Well done. We're still alive.
Reputation decreased.
What? Something's not right.
I like this gun. All right, let's make our way in.
Halt.
I got a better gun for this. Locked up. Okay, sir. Get out of here. When you have an actual gun that works on these guys, it's so much better. Let's revive the Hope.
I'm sleepy.
Anyone else? Oh. Yeah, get out of here. Still in combat. There we go. Let's do it.
Can you hear me?
Okay, let's go do the next thing. Looks like we gotta go through here. Got a bunch of junkies on this ship. Ah. I want to try my new gun.
Our victory is their defeat.
So there's got to be a way up there to the bridge. Oh. That was easy enough.
Incoming!
There we go.
These were the private quarters of the Hope's former crew. Shall we hold a moment of silence for the dearly departed? That's the Hope's computer up ahead. I'll admit, I am curious to wake him. Greetings, Captain. I am speaking to you through the Hope's computer system. It's a rather cramped feeling. Are you... and jump-starting the skip drive. I wouldn't advise...
Well, it's been a good life.
Admitting a deficit? My.
ADN. Does your captain say?
That is what my captain intends.
But that is a gross misuse of the skip drive.
Yes, I am...
You should not be doing...
Thank you, Hope. Oh, good. We are still alive and have successfully skipped into Terra 2's orbit. I reported as much to Phineas Wells, but he has not responded. Perhaps you should check in on him.
Alright, let's go check in on Phineas.
I feel like I've been turned inside out. Let's not do that again.
Alright, we're in.
Captain, I shall now play the transmission I received.
The board is here. They've found me somehow. They're about to blast my door open. I can't stop them from getting me, and there isn't enough time to explain everything. But there's something very important you need to remember. The board, all their lackeys, they're all a bunch of swine. Do you hear me? They're fucking corporate swine. You fucking pigs! I'll take you all out with me! I'll never...
It would seem the recording captured some rather dire events. I presume you'll want to dock at the orbital lab to check on your associate as soon as possible. How can I be of assistance? Take care. I require...
Alright, let's go. Let's go do this.
We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab.
Hopefully Phineas is okay. Alright, here goes nothing.
Looking for a friend?
You know what? I want to try this gun. I got you, bro. Yeah, this gun's alright. I got something better.
That's the last of them. Captain, could I have a moment of your time?
Alright, this is our better gun. Hack must be 80.
Nicely done.
Well, we can't really do anything with this. Now, unless there's a password in here somewhere. Alright, what is my hack at? Ooh, we're close. We need 9 more. Oh, there it is. What a weird spot to put it. Let's go over here. Alright, so we're gonna go with the critical hit. Alright, let's see what the ship has to say.
Do wipe the blood in space. Captain, as it appears we may soon be embarking for a maximum security prison planet, I believe the crew would like to speak with you to, as you humans put it, air some concern.
Well, folks, I ain't exactly keen on busting into a prison, but riddling bored stooges with bullets does sound like a ride and a half.
I never got to know Doc Wells. We ain't friends or crew. But he's still one of us. He's the reason the boss is up and walking right now. We can't just leave him to die in Tartarus.
To extract the scientist, you will need to infiltrate the labyrinth. But that course of action is likely to be quite dangerous, Captain.
Someone has to protect humanity's future.
I'm sure the outlaw Phineas will, if you really mean.
Got my trusty tossball.
Outstanding.
You can
Never.
Waiting on your.
Could I have a word with you, Captain?
Well, this might be the last mission. I say let's do it. Go out with a bang.
I am pleased to inform you that we have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution. Please be advised. I would also. Understand.
You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed. I'm sorry. You're... All right. I'm feeling generous. I'm transmitting the idea of a productive, law-abiding employee so you can see what one looks like. Anyway, wait, is that from the Groundbreaker?
Transmission terminated. Biometric ID received. How can I be of assistance? May luck be with.
Alright, we got an ID now. The final fight. Alright, here goes nothing.
The captain did right by everyone. The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I breathe. Push on, Mardat.
System over. Investigating.
Hey, look at that. I made it this far.
The labyrinth. Perhaps we should all meditate on that as we make our descent.
This might be the loneliest place in the whole system.
That was easy enough. We ran right through it.
I suppose it would be too late to back out now, huh? Fear not, Captain. I'll watch your back.
Let's see how far we can get just running.
Are you new here? I didn't think we were hiring more staff. Oh, that's great. Thank you, ma'am. Much appreciated.
Ah, that was good. And we made it. To the pit. We didn't even really have to use much of our ammo. Because really, I want to save as much as we can have for this next part. Goodbye. Look at that. We made it.
Get in there, troops. For Monarch. For Halcyon.
Going in, going in.
Captain, look out.
Bring it.
Alright, we're going in.
Captain, behind you.
I'm going up. Alright. Another one. There's another one back there.
I'm gonna get in there.
Goodbye. Okay, let's move it.
Well, look who it is. I'll be...
I don't like this guy.
Oh,
When you go off,
It's a...
let me.
I believe we could ask you the same.
I'll admit, there's no shortage of... Look.
All right.
Incoming.
All right, let's make it up to Phineas. I didn't have to kill any more people.
I don't see what the fuss is about a blasted lab coat.
Waste of company.
Goodbye.
Everything in my life has been leading up to this point. I am, I believe, I'm ready for this.
Captain, you have an uncanny talent for complicating my life. You've disrupted the balance of power. I'm afraid I can't. I'm aware of your dip for all the... Well, that's mostly correct. I'm leaving you...
Ooh.
Yes, I'm... My... That isn't true. That is... You... This prison...
Alright, let's go. Leaves me no choice. I guess we gotta fight her. She won't stand down. Here goes nothing. I know this is gonna be a big firefight. Oh. 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 I got this. How am I? I'm going this way. Let's see if we can get behind him. Okay. Where'd he go? Okay. Sealed. Ooh, this is doing great work. Come at me, bro. There we go. Okay, in we go. This lady's going down.
Why won't you just die?
Idiot. She should have took the bargain. Sealed.
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You did the right thing. Akande was a monster. Her death was much deserved. And you lunatic, you broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind. I'm all...
You mean...
We're in serious trouble, my friend. Yes, we do. We're go...
Whatever. We broke them out.
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. As the colony struggled to survive, the inspirational story of the Iconoclasts spread like wildfire, and Graham was able to bring many of the smaller Terra-2 townships into the fold. However, his zealous obsession with spreading the word blinded him to the needs of a growing organization, and the movement was unsustainable at scale. The Iconoclast way seemed to work best, and ultimately petered out on Monarch. Consumed by paranoia, Lilia Hagen took Sublight Salvage in a controversial direction, openly accusing board officials of an extraterrestrial conspiracy. One day, an accident at the Groundbreaker's docking bay silenced her forever. Time would tell if her replacement could keep the Sublight family together. Adelaide McDevitt replaced Reed Thompson as the leader of Edgewater. She and her followers transformed Edgewater in their image. Anyone loyal to Reed was pressured into leaving town, and those who stayed behind adapted to her way of life. Adelaide transformed the old cannery into a new garden. The nearby Edgewater Cemetery provided a convenient source of fertilizer. As for Reed Thompson, it was said that he lasted exactly 2 days outside the walls of Edgewater. Years later, a marauder was found in possession of his hat. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the Groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the Groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the Lifetime Employment Program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with 2 hands. As much as he enjoyed his adventures aboard the Unreliable, the vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move on, to live out the life he had sought so long to create. He knew there were many in the colony who carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could. He only ever took up arms again to defend the defenseless. Unshackled from a lifetime of striving and fighting the universe and himself, Vicar Maximilian de Soto was finally at peace. Though Parvati eventually grew comfortable aboard the Unreliable, she never quite came out of her shell. She seemed to prefer the company of Ada to the crew, and she could often be found neck-deep in cables and grease, telling Ada funny stories from her childhood. While the colony fell into chaos, she found an island of relative peace with Ada, and they formed an unusual bond. She decided to remain aboard the Unreliable permanently as its chief and sole engineer. As hard as she tried to drink them away, Nyoka's memories eventually overcame her. Traveling with the crew served as a constant reminder of the family she'd lost, and so she eventually returned to Monarch to get back to what she found most comfortable: the deep end of a bottle and the far end of a trail. Few have seen her since, but travelers often swear they hear her and her machine gun in the night, screaming swears and spitting bullets. Before his untimely death, Captain Alex Hawthorne had plans to restore and modify, for combat purposes, a sanitation and maintenance automechanical that he'd found in a state of disrepair in Emerald Vale's scrapyard. That unit remained broken down and forgotten in the Unreliable supply closet to this day. Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. Chairman Rockwell served as the public face for the changes in Halcyon to come. Whenever you needed strings pulled or a voice to sell a policy change, Rockwell was only too happy to oblige. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. Though he was always haunted by the failures of his past, he was determined to make things right by building toward the future. Dr. Wells was able to revive many more scientists and engineers than he first expected, thanks to the additional batch of chemicals you stole from the Ministry. Wells never forgot about the human lives that were lost in acquiring these chemicals. The revival project was hard and painful work, but in the end, despite limited resources, over half the Hope's colonists were successfully revived. Even after Wells passed away, the Hope scientists and engineers worked night and day to pull Halcyon from the brink of collapse. Their efforts continue to this day, which may be reason enough for optimism. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Life will never be the same in Halcyon. It is widely agreed that the colony has a chance of stabilizing within a generation, owing to the hard work and determination of the surviving colonists. Recovery is a distant goal, and the path is long and uncertain. But the people of Halcyon carry on, determined as ever. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? You brought an end to the chaos on Tartarus, and made Chairman Rockwell your own puppet, a role he was all too eager to play. The colony never realized you were the true power behind the new administration. By acting vicariously through agents and third parties, you controlled Halcyon from the shadows. As a result, Halcyon survived the turbulent years that were to follow. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
Alright, that was the Outer Worlds. Hope y'all enjoyed. If so, like, share, subscribe, and I will see you next time.